For our first story of the day, we head on to Ruai, where we get to link up with a man who is set to leave a mark in the national edition of The Strongest Man.
Absolutely. Our man of the moment is Zachary Kariithi, and even though he was second to Qatar-based Chris Okech, he remains very optimistic about his chances for the national title.
Strongman is more of weightlifting, endurance, speed and power. So you have to combine the three things together, because you can be strong but you can't have the endurance, because some of these exercises or these events that we do, they require more of cardiovascular endurance as opposed to strength. Since I was a kid, I had this obsession of becoming big and strong and lifting heavy weights. I started weightlifting in 2013. It was hard beginning the journey. When I first had the competition in 2015, I didn't get to participate in that one. I watched it and I said, what if I was the one who was in that stage, in that competition, lifting the weights, and maybe one day I can be as successful as those guys. So I went to the gym, started training harder for the competition, for those particular events. My first competition was in Nairobi qualifiers, but I didn't get to win that event. It was more motivating for me to go back to the gym and train even harder. The journey continued. I went to Kisumu, did it again, still failed. Then now this year, it came to Nairobi. I decided to give it a go, and luckily, through God, I managed to get to where I am now. As I was preparing for the Kenya Strongest Man Nairobi edition, I was anxious, I was nervous. I didn't know the number of competitors who will come, who will present themselves in the event. I was doubting myself a little bit. I would have placed first, but the other guy was better than me. But I'm still training so that in the final, I'll be better than him and in future. We had like 7 events. We had the squats, the deadlifts, the spear hold. We had the farmer's walk, the tire flips, we had the pick and place, and the military press, which is the shoulder. My best 3 events were the deadlift, the farmer's walk, and the pick and place. Before I started the farmer's walk event, I was wondering, is he going to go faster than me so that I may win this competition, or how fast will I be compared to this other guy? Okay, off the gym, you have to check your diet, rest, and you have to balance work and your training. So what you eat will depend on your results on what you lift. Weightlifting and strongman, I think they go hand in hand to me, because as I train for weightlifting, I'm also training for certain events in the strongman. Because events like deadlifts, events and squats, they test your overall strength and your ability to move the weight. I have particular days where I do weightlifting, like squats, deadlifts, and then I have other days where I do sprints, cardiovascular exercises. Then I have some other particular days where I do event training. So when you balance that like that, you get a more complete preparation. If you sleep and you don't train, it will be harder for you to win this competition. We have really progressed well with the sport. The management and the sponsors have really done a good job. And as years goes by, we may find that we are in a higher state than we are right now. It is encouraging many athletes to go to the gym, to perform, and it's a motivator to lift weights. Some of the countries which produce the world's strongest men are like USA. USA has produced an athlete like Brian Shaw. Like Lithuania has produced an athlete like Zydrunas Savickas. Like Russia has produced an athlete, a weightlifter like Mikhail Koklaiv. So for us to grow to that level, it will take dedication from the athletes and persistence in training and also training hard and commitment and also support from your friends. Any athlete looking to join can join. It's free. It's also a motivating sport, and it's also a fun event to watch and to participate. We urge all our fans, all our supporters to come and cheer us up, because without the fans and the supporters, the sport will just be an ordinary sport. It won't grow.